going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Terrapins will kick it away first. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. With him. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
They'll run it from the gun. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
It's Applewhite. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the stakes.
To the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he'll take it in and house it. Done. glimpse through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Washington. This defense making a big play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Five-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Turning it on! They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He'll pull it on the read. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He'll try the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Through the air, it's Applewhite. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Carpenter. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
It's really hard when you get those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. Pass to 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll go back to the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And they squelched that play so fast, can you even still call it a sweep?
You can sweep that play under the rug and not run it again because it was very unsuccessful.
Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Touchdown, Huskies! Grab the short pass to put the 6. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The give on the inside. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Off play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And he had just enough to will that one home. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Boise State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. At the 35, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Huskies pound down to the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quick release on the RPO. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Got the back over the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to impose their will with the run.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Barrels ahead. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Washington wants to go quickly. Off the play fake. Touchdown, Huskies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line into running game, making its presence felt. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throwing right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Now adjusting. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Trying to keep the drive alive. At the 45 on its way. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass, it's Carpenter. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, there's no way behind. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Manning. And the returner will be brought down. Offense ready to go. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right.
Continues to fight for yards. Right down the gut of the field. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Maryland. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boise State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. It's complete to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't put the ball in.
Answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to pass, it's Carpenter. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Farmer. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Jacob. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Carpenter. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. They'll run it from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
It's complete to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback extends the play. At the 35, he's got room. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. All right, guys, let's talk a little Merrill. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Bring in the heat, and they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Give as they work on that clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and then limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Applewhite. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They need...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Manning. Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. quarterback in motion. Wants to throw. It's Carpenter. Gonna take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.